Good morning. How are we doing? I hope you're doing well. It's 7:30 on the 23rd. Oh no, 26th of October. Sorry. I'm still not awake. I'm still getting through my first brew. And this morning, I've already been called a hypocrite. And I've already lost someone that I thought was a really dear friend of mine. But we all have to draw a line, and sometimes it's a hard line, whether it be a behaviour of theirs that you don't appreciate, or a thought. Not so much a thought, but an ideology. And in this case, it was someone's ideology. Now, for years, I've been very vocal about seeing the parallels between the Conservative Party in the UK and their behaviour and their manifesto, and that of the Nazi Party in Germany and fascists, and being ignored and ignored and ignored. And it's becoming wildly open and obvious what they're doing now. And there are still those who don't see it, and there are still those who won't change their beliefs because they've always voted that way, which to me is a cop-out. And it just means that you're wasting a vote. Don't bother voting. If you're not going to read up on what's going on, if you're not going to read your party's manifesto, if you're not going to read the manifesto of the others, and you're not listening except to headlines, don't bother voting. There is a tipping point for all things. And as much as I grew up here in the UK, and I did, and I've spent more than half my life here now, and less than half my life in Australia, on and off. I've worked here, I've paid my taxes here, I've done all of those things. One of the things that I was accused of was, I was told was that she wasn't going to vote for a party that basically said that rich people were the problem. Well, rich people aren't all the problem. Some of them are doing amazing things. People like John Bon Jovi, who are opening up restaurants, working them themselves. Because you pay to eat. You work to eat if you can't afford to pay. Some people are building actual affordable houses. Some people are doing all sorts of things with their money. They're not the problem. There are less than 30 families or less than 30 people in this world who own more than half the financial resources of this entire planet are the problem. The super rich are the problem. Those who don't pay taxes are their problem. And yet they are running this country. People who have never had to scrape and look for anything in their lives, never had to fight for anything really, they've had it all given to them, they've never really had to work, never really had to do anything, but constantly show us time and time again they're a bunch of narcissistic sociopaths, psychopaths even, that those who have been in abusive relationships with narcissists in their lives can see a mile away. Those who have read the book Mein Kampf by Hitler, we'll be able to see what's going on. Noam Chomsky, he's been telling people for years, and everybody's been ignoring him. There are many people who have been out there and telling people for years. Again and again and again. Yet I was called a hypocrite today for drawing a line in the sand, because I am protecting myself, protecting my mental health, protecting my physical health, standing for something. And I think that when you vote, your vote has to count, that you have to stand for something. And not just vote because you've always done it that way. This isn't a personality competition. This is a morals and ethics position. And if your morals and ethics don't align to putting humans first, then we can't be friends. And we won't be friends. And I don't want to be your friend. I really don't. I need to align myself with people who do. People do come first. People do come first. The rich are to blame. Those who do not pay their workers a proper, genuine living wage. And I don't mean just the saying, just the change in wording from minimum to living that was done by David Cameron back when he was Prime Minister, because he was sick of hearing about a living wage, and he upped it by, what, 70p an hour? I mean that if you're not paying your staff a minimum of £17 an hour if they live outside the cities, £21 an hour if you live in a town or city, or £27 an hour if you live in London, then you're not paying them an actual, genuine living wage. And if you can't afford to do that, then either don't be in business or do the work yourself. Now, I'm going to go because I'm cross and I need a drink. Not that kind of drink. I need my brew. And yeah, that's my say for this morning. It's made me cross, it's hurt me deeply. But you know what? Sometimes you have to make the hard decision, and you have to do it to protect yourself and your morals and ethics. Because if others that you surround yourself do not, that's not okay. And I've always done it that way is not an excuse. It's laziness. It's lack of empathy. It's bullshit, is what it is. It's a shitty excuse for being a shitty person deep down inside. Not gonna lie. Anyway, gonna go. See you later. Have a good one. Bye.